everyone, it is Mona here at Craft Clutch. As you can see, we are out of the craft room today and I've taken over the dining room just because I needed a little extra room for to cut some fabric, and my craft table is not quite large enough to do that, so I thought I would take over the dining room for a short time and we could create a fun Christmas craft. So I don't know if you've seen them, but I have been obsessed with the gnomes, and I happened to get this cone on sale, like 50% off, and I was looking at it and I thought this is perfect to make a gnome. Now if you don't have one of these, don't worry about it, you can make your own cone. That is what I would have done if I hadn't gotten a great deal on this thing. I have actually two videos on it, and one for just regular sized ones and one for much larger cones. So you can make whatever size you want. You can even make a big huge gnome, and that would be pretty cool too. But I'm gonna make this size, and I will have those videos linked down in the description below so you can find them in case you wanted to make one yourself. And this is gonna be very easy. All we need is this. I have some fabric. I was going through my stuff and I happen to have this doll hair, which is perfect. You can use some furry fabric too. That'd be okay. I also have a couple pom-poms, which I may or may not use, and a wood bead for the nose. I have this fabric on hand, and you can just use felt or something like that. This happens to be fleece. You could use felt, you could use any kind of fabric that you wanted. Customize it to whatever color you want. And I am just going to wrap this in my fabric, and I'm going to trim it right here just to make it easier to work with. Okay, so now I have it cut. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue right on the edge. Okay, I'm going to pull it over here, let it cool down, and then I will add more hot glue to hold it all in place. I had to bring out the big glue gun. Okay, once you get that glued, you can start to roll it. Okay, now I'm going to trim it just past where I would need it to be. Okay, I'm going to tack it on the bottom, and then I'm going to tack it every once in a while with a little more hot glue. Okay, then you can cut off the excess at the top. I'm actually going to cut the tip of the cone off because I want to put the pom-pom on there, and I think it might sit a little bit better if I cut it just a little bit. And you don't have to use a pom-pom if you don't want to, but I do. So I'm going to add it right to the top. I'll put a little glue on there. Now that our pom-pom is on, we can get rid of all this excess hot glue that always gets everywhere. And then I'm going to trim the bottom. And then I'm going to tack the excess down in just a couple spots. And then I'm going to take this hair that I had on hand, it's just doll hair, wrap it around. Okay, so now we have the hair on the bottom, and you're going to want to adhere it in a couple places just to make sure it doesn't go falling off. And you could use a furry trim for this. I just happen to have this hair on hand. Then all we have to do is add our bead like that. So we'll take a little hot glue, add our bead, wait till it cools off. So here is our cute little Christmas gnome. I hope you guys like the gnome. He was really easy to make and very inexpensive. If I were to do it again, I'd probably use some fuzzy white trim instead. It would be easier to control. Otherwise, you got to do a lot of tacking on with just the hair. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and I hope you have some very happy holidays, and I hope you're busy crafting to make it extra special. So thanks guys for being here. I will see you next time. Remember, life is too short not to shimmer, so grab your glue gun and your glitter. Stay safe. Bye guys.